Hey, what's up everybody? This is 2001 Mitsubishi Galant. It's kind of like what she look like. Doing the power steering rack. This motherfucker right here. Huh? Alright, so you ain't got to worry about these little lines. As you can see, there's going to be two bolts right here. You got your intermediate shaft, return line, suction line, well, return and pressure line, and then you got your tie rods. So the first thing, me personally, starting on this job, let's see. Alright, take your tire off and do your tie rods. It's going to be 17 millimeter. There is a cotter pin. You're going to have to hit this with a hammer, or if you got a pickle fork, something like that. Whatever, just do what you got to do to get the fucking tie rod off. That's all you got to do for that right there. Do it to the other side also. Next thing, well, one of the other major steps is I just came and took off the air duct right here. Very simple. Remove the battery and the battery tray. There's a battery tray right there. About 4 or 5 12 millimeter bolts. There's going to be a 12 here. There's two 10s right here, and then there's two more 12s right here. Battery tray will come out, and you might have a battery hold down post like that to hold in your battery. So by removing the battery, it's going to give you a little more room down here, which you're going to fucking need. Because also I took that 10 out right here for this wiring harness that holds it there. Give me a little play, give me some room here. Also we replaced this motor mount right here. There's 4, 3, there's 1 and 2 and 3 bolts right here, 14 millimeters, and this is also 14 and a 14 on the other side, and this will slide out from the back, replacing both motor mounts here on that one. So there's also the other motor mount right there. It's called a transmission mount actually. That's a rear motor mount. Okay. There's your pressure and return hoses right there. They're both 17 millimeters, and they go into those holes, which that is your power steering rack. So they're 17 millimeters, and these motherfuckers were in here. When I say tough, that's an understatement. So I rounded this one off, right? So that's why there's that rubber hose on there now, because in order to get it off, I just cut it with a Sawzall right here, and then cut out another little piece and put a little plastic, little rubber hose in there, put some clamps on there, called it a day. Now if you round it off, what you gotta do is you'll have to cut that power. You're gonna have to cut the line like I did. I used a Sawzall, like. I don't have it on me right now, it's outside. But anyways, just get your Sawzall, cut off wheel or something like that, and just cut it off. And you can put a deep 17 millimeter. Leave a little space on the end of it. You know what I mean? Don't cut it off right at the bolt. Don't cut it off right at the nut. Cut it off a little further down, so that you can get this rubber hose has something. You got to give that rubber hose a little. I cut it about right here, so that rubber hose can go onto it, and then I'll have something to clamp onto it with. If you cut it too short, you're not going to have nothing to clamp onto with this right here. There's nothing, your rubber hose is not going to have nothing to hold on to this. So then I just put a 17 millimeter socket on there. I had to kind of beat it on with the hammer, and then I just hit it with the impact. Comes right out real quick and easy. Instead of fucking, putting a flare nut wrench on there and breaking it, and then once I broke it, then I just used, the flank drive. You know what I'm saying? You just have to turn it a little bit here, a little bit there. Is a little short 17 millimeter. So anyways, that's up here, and then of course you always got to disconnect your intermediate shaft and all that. There is a 12 millimeter bolt here, which is right in here, and so there's a hole right there. Okay, you see that hole right there? Yeah, on the bottom, right there, that hole. So that goes into, so this goes on top of that right there. So that shaft just slides inside here. What you gotta do is take out that bolt, and then I took a pry bar and pried up on the bottom of this piece right here and moved it up. Just move this up. Or you can damn stick a little punch down in there and beat on the top of that, which is the going to the steering rack, your steering gear. Beat it down and pry that up. Maybe spray a little PV blast. That's that part. All right, this right here, this little cross member. All right, that I took that out from the bottom of the vehicle just to. It's in the fucking way, basically. That goes. There's two big fucking 17s right here, 17, 18s or something like that. The rest of them are 14 millimeters, and they kind of just bolt along right here. And then there's like a little plate right there, which is all that stuff. What else do you got to do down here? I disconnected the sway bar right here. So there's your sway bar. I took out the two 12 millimeter bolts holding in the bushing right there. There's one on top, one on bottom. So that I can move this, so that I can remove the 17 millimeter bolts right here. So there's, holding in your steering rack, you're gonna have 1, 2 17s. Then you got two more right here on this bracket. All right, you're gonna have a bracket right there, holding with two 17s right there. And that's it. This puppy's ready to come out. I'm just gonna take this 17 out right here, and then I can take this, slide it out. I'm gonna slide it out through the driver's side because there's a little more clearance over there. And that's basically it. So those are basically the steps for removal. That's all you got to do. Easier said than done. Easier said than done. But this is a freaking 2001 Mitsubishi Galant DE. It's the one with the 2.4 4-cylinder, and this is basically the same as doing the 6-cylinder. Don't forget to bust your tie rod bolts loose right here, because you're gonna have to put these and transfer them to your new steering rack if you're not gonna replace the old ones, which the customer's not doing in this situation. So that's basically how you remove it, and installation is going to be opposite of removal. So I'm just going to go in here, and I got that 117 millimeter holding it down. I'm going to go in ahead, take that off, and just slide it out through the driver's side. That's going to be it. Might come back and show you, a couple more steps or little hints and stuff like that. Some of the areas that I had problems. My main problem was those power and the fucking power and pressure and return power steering lines. That one, I just got I started rounding it off, and I had a fucking flare nut wrench on there, and it still rounded it off. So I just said fuck it, I cut it off and put that 17 on there and just hit it with an impact, and it came right out, no problem. But sometimes you gotta do stuff like that. Anyway, get back with you here in just a couple minutes. Okay, so yes I did, I said I was gonna come back and give you some more pointers. So first thing that I forgot to do was drop the exhaust. Those are 17 millimeters, and what I did is I cleaned around here with a wire brush before trying to unbolt them. Otherwise you can have a hard time. Next thing is on those brackets right there. Those are what, 12 millimeters. One right there, and then there's one on the other side as well, which is right there. And that's a 12 millimeter also. And those are the exhaust hangers. And so basically all I did was that's a 12 right there, goes right in there. Same thing on the other side. fucking, you see? Alright, bam. 12 right there. Alright, that's the exhaust hanger. Boom, drop those down. Then, okay, so you got your power steering rack. You got to get the, you know, drop the intermediate shaft and everything. Get your, out through this hole and drop it down. Now what you want to do is take off your outer tie rods. Go ahead and remove the outer tie rods from your rack. It's going to drop down, and that's why also you want to go ahead and loosen this up right here, which is your sway bar. So go ahead and loosen, take them 212s out so you can move that around a little bit. Alright, so here's the thing. You got to have this exhaust drop down. You're going to drop it down, bring it back out that way, take it out the passenger side, drop the tie rod down here. So you're gonna bring it down, you know, so you're underneath the car, drop it down right here. There's your hole right there. You're gonna drop it straight down, take it out, send it out through the passenger side until you can get your inner tie rod to clear the lower control arm. Once your inner tie rod clears this lower control arm, you can bring the whole thing down and just out right down here underneath, and then out this way underneath the lower control arm. That's how you're going to get it out. Shit. But that's it right there. There's our old one right there. And so just go ahead and slide it back in there, same way we took it out, and just transfer the bolts right here, which came off of the inner tie rods. I went ahead and put the bolt on, counted how many times I turned the outer tie rods off so I can spin them on the same amount of twists that I use to take them off. Fuck. Anyway, that was just like a little run through tutorial. I caught fucking hail on those damn pressure and return lines. Well, not too much. I didn't let it get, I got, as soon as I started rounding off that one pressure line, which is this one right here, as soon as that shit rounded off, I was like, fuck that shit. I cut it, you know what I'm saying, and just put that rubber hose on, hit it with the impact, and that shit came right out. I'm not fucking wasting, you know what I'm saying, all fucking day trying to get one damn bolt out, you know what I'm saying. If I can find a little shortcut, there's something I can do to get that bitch out of there, I'm gonna fucking do it. So that's how we fucking roll, baby. But anyway, I hope that shit was helpful. There's a 2001 Mitsubishi Galant power steering rack, 2.4 liter 4-cylinder engine. Boom, boom, boom. You see that right there? Bam. Alright, anyways, thanks for watching anyway though. Hope you enjoyed it. Peace.